Just still remains undefeated and dominating on the top of the table. Axis Esports is at second place with only one loss. Coming to third and fourth place, we have Notorious Villains and Resurgence. Although EVOS Esports SG started strong, but they have been having a shaky 2 weeks and standing in the middle of the table. Next up, we have X-Pax Assassin, Shopee Boxscore, and Loop Esports at the bottom of the table. We have our previous champion Geek Fam standing in ninth place and Sabotage Player at the end of the list.
On the first match of the day, we have Geek Fam versus Resurgence with only 3 weeks left, and looks like Geek Fam is barely hanging on the edge of their life. Can this be their chance to get back on track, or will Resurgence stop that from happening?
Next, we have EVOS Esports XG versus Shopee Boston. EVOS Esports XG has been losing 2 matches up against Axis Esports and Todak, but based on their history of MPL, Shopee Boston never secured a win against the EVOS Esports SG. Can they break the curse this time?
Coming up next, we have the Loop Esports from Singapore up against Saba Top Player, the last place of MPL Season 4. Can Saba Top Player get their first match win this week, or will Loop Esports crush Saba Top Player's dream?
Last but not least, Axis Esports versus Notorious Villains. Axis Esports got beaten up by Todak and fell from the top of the standings. Notorious Villains had a tough fight against Geek Fam, but they were able to buckle up and end it with a 2-1. Can Notorious Villains take out Axis Esports, or will it be the other way around?
Welcome everyone to the MPL Season 4. My name's Contra, alongside with me is the lovely Choo Choo. Join us on the table right here for all our epic matchups that we're about to see for the rest of the day. And Choo Choo, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of amazing action. And first of all, we would really like to thank all our sponsors, as we're currently live from Facebook Gaming, and Mpl-My is brought to you by HG Network, as well as our legendary sponsors, Black Shark, and of course, Moonsun as well.
Exactly, and not forgetting, there's something else that we have that's actually waiting for us at the end of the year, which is M1. If you haven't heard or known, probably just check it out for the website on Mobile Legends 2. We have the MLBB World Championship, which will be in KL, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in Axiata Arena from 15th to 17th of November 2019. And there will be 16 teams from 14 countries around the world and be competing among themselves to get the #1 on top of everybody else.
Yes, and it's just going to be a historic event. You don't really want to miss out on that. So wherever you guys are from, make sure you guys get yourselves a ticket to M1 World Championship. And there's a link down below, so make sure you guys pop that on some of your browsers right there, or you can possibly click the link from the comment section, as our moderators definitely have been doing some great job at it once again.
Exactly, and the top 2 Malaysian and top 1 for Singaporean will be representing themselves in this World Cup too. So, but we're not wasting no more time. We're going to go and look the schedules for today.
That's right, and starting off for the very first match of today, we'll have Geek Fam versus Resurgence. So this is going to be a huge one coming in. The very first matchup for today, followed by EVOS Esports Singapore versus Shopee Bosco at 5:30 p.m.
While 7, we have Loop Esports versus Saba Top Player. This will be a very interesting match. While 8:30, it will be the last match of the day, Axis Esports versus Notorious Villains. Interesting lineup for today's schedule. But we're going to go into something more exciting, which will be the viewing party. What is a viewing party?
Viewing party? Well, sounds really interesting. Now, let's find out more about this. Choo Choo, let's have a look into the graphics that we have here. So, on the 15th, 21st of September, as well as 29th September, we'll be having a viewing party at Rasta TDI Kuala Lumpur. So, you'll be hanging out with all the fans of Mobile Legends, supporting some of your favorite teams out there at 3 p.m. So make sure you guys check that out. And Choo Choo, I wish we will be able to be there at Rasta to join those guys.
It's actually tomorrow. If you guys haven't noticed, it will be Sunday, Saturday, and another Sunday on week 6. And in case you guys don't have any transportation, we have free shuttle bus. I think it's a bus, probably from KL Central to Rasta TTDI at 3 p.m. Don't get late. And there's also a chance for you to win a lot of goodies, as well as some bags and lucky draws. I would love to go there myself.
I'm feeling a little bit jealous already. I mean, some of us still have to be at the studios, but we have to look into our standings, because there's going to be teams to rise and fall for today's matchup. So without further ado, let's bring up the standings for today.
Number one still tied undefeated, 5-win matches, and look at that game differential, 7 in total with only 3 losses. Well, Axis Esports kind of toppled out the chart with second place, followed by Notorious Villains. But what concerns me more is that Gig Fam, the last season champions, actually fall off the chart to 9th place, followed up by Sabat Top Player at the bottom of everybody else.
Yeah, I guess they've been having that sort of a roster swap, which kind of gave them a little bit of that shakiness coming in towards those past couple of games. I guess they've got themselves figuring out some of all these meta, and who knows, maybe this time around they will be able to pull up a surprise. And speaking of stats here, Resurgence last season did struggle a little bit with the side of Geek Fam, but this time around I think RSG is in the top of their momentum to take them down.
But then we're gonna have to wait and see if they actually can do a little bit more teamwork in real life in the next video.
We are
Geek Fam!
Oke guys, hari ini kita akan bermain Hero Threat.